misbehaving. Okay, now bring it this way. Bring it that way, bring it that way, bring it that way. It's so misbehaving. It's not me making it like that. It's just this. Okay, can you see me now?
Yeah, we can see you.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's go. All right. So we're trying to, after watching that video, we would like to identify similar cultures with the video, with the one that she described in China. Can you think of any? Or maybe some differences as well? Now, I just want to give it 2 minutes or 3 minutes to discuss this. We need to hit the road now, guys, okay? Yes, Jeffrey.
Yes, I got two things. So basically, when that cycling, when she saw someone cycling without facts, still going even though it's scary. In Asian country, basically, this is a way of like getting things done in one go. So like you will see, like even in Philippines, you would have like a motorcycle, for example, and you can just see how many packs are in there, even taller than they actually ride in it. To get things done. Like in one go and make it easier rather than coming back and forth like 20 times.
Right.
It can be dangerous, of course.
Yeah, I was just about saying that.
But then, they just want to get things done. And with that smiling, man, even though like he's just sitting down on the side of the road, selling like secondhand but still smiling. I think this is just shows like Asian people knows how to be contented of what they have. So like even though he's in that situation, like he's still showing that he's happy on.
Yeah, he's happy doing something. Okay, thank you. So what are the 3 characteristics that she explored in her video? Has any one of those characteristics has any similarity with a particular culture that you know of? Maybe the first one is what?
Reciprocal favor.
Reciprocal favor. Is it something that is in your culture or in any similar culture that you're aware of? Anybody online?
Oh, well, I'll go on.
Yeah, go on.
I'm not too sure, but I've heard that basically, she said that
give and take. Like when you give something, you have to give something back.
Yeah, but I kind of forgot about. She said something about
maybe like waiting for the right time.
No,
Face.
No, basically it's she said something about
Okay, Kevin.
If you
don't worry, we'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. Anybody else? Because I haven't got much time. Online, no. Please, can somebody, you watch the video, can you get involved in that? This is a classroom, guys.
Sorry, teacher. I see.
Yes.
I'm
listening.
I remember.
Huh?
I remember what I was going to
say. David, do you have anything to say, David?
Yes, but I heard a lot of noise behind. But I think the belief has important influence on their economic development. I think so, but the belief is very important. The religion or something like that. The friendly with the people around.
Okay. Which aspect of the belief are you? Because you talked about 3 characteristics. I'm asking you guys to be pinpointed and tell me. Belief. She didn't really spoke a lot about beliefs.
No, sorry. Can I say something?
Yeah, please go on.
She spoke about reciprocal favor.
Okay.
Reputation as the meaning of how you're perceived in the society.
Okay, the reciprocal favor. Can we just finish with that bit? What does that? Right. Is there any similarity of that reciprocal favor in any culture that you know of, or similar, or maybe it's completely opposite?
Well, that's a global thing. That's not. That's human psychology, isn't it? Is when somebody does something for you, you await the moment, or you are always ready to do a favor to the other person. I think. What was an example? I think a country from Africa, which was really poor, was helping a country from South America when they were affected by an earthquake. Which one was it? Argentina, maybe? The fact is, the country from South Africa, forgot the name, it was really poor and they were in trouble as well. But because the other country helped them when they were in need in the past, now they jumped and helped the other country.
Okay, all right, fair enough. But she's okay. Thank you. So you're kind of making it.
It's not. I think what she's saying is normal.
Yeah,
it's not just Chinese.
Yeah.
I mean, I think like the reason she's dependent on Chinese is because Chinese, do you see, they have honor, right? It's like for them, if they don't do, if Kelvin did something good to me, I need to make sure. Let's say I'm Chinese, I need to make sure I do something good to him back. Otherwise, I would lose my honor. Like I would lose my face.
Ross, okay, that's it.
Business,
that's it. That's it. I want to know. That's it. I want to know. Jeffrey say about face. You know, the face. She talk many times. She repeat many times about face, and I mean that the face is the credibility or honor. You know.
Teacher, I want to say something, please.
Yeah, go for it.
I remember the harmony, because the people in China prefer to wait for the perfect moment. Is for example, when I remember one example in this video, when somebody like to do business with some people in the culture China, and these people broke this relation because it's not the right moment for this business. The harmony is very important for this culture.
Okay then. All right, thank you. So, right, reciprocal favor. She used the example from how students, she can't remember whether any of her lecturers or teachers from schools or primary or secondary school to go and visit them for tea. In China, it is a cultural thing whereby you go and visit your teachers if they're alive. Okay, it's a way of their own natural, their cultural way of paying back the good thing they've done to you, and that is our reciprocal favor she was talking about. And I have actually witnessed that personally. I have a Chinese staff member, a colleague of mine. She stays here at AIUL. Just a very tiny favor I did for her. I didn't even see it as anything. This lady went and bought me all kinds of chocolate in this world. And at that time we were still I was in the Charterhouse. She just put it on my table with a little note from so person. I said, what? Why? And then I went to her and said, why did you do that? She said, that's Chinese way of culture. That what I did for her, she valued it, but I might not have valued it myself. I didn't see it as nothing. But this is a way of her to pay back. I said, you don't owe me anything. He said, no. Even if she's in UK, she can never forget her culture. She made that clear to me.
Good.
All right? So that is, and I understand that. To that far extent, what tiny thing I did for her? What did I do for her? This PDT, you were talking about PDT visit. I helped her to set up the PDT video so that when she comes, I'll just click the button, everything is ready for her. She was over the moon with that. She could not say, she said, wow, everybody would do that.
I wish she had trouble doing it.
No, it's not. I don't want any of those maybe. But the point is that she acknowledged that I went that far. It's her job, not my job to do that. But I just kind of did it for her. Anyway, okay, so any other aspect of whatever? Yes, go on.
Sincerity, loyalty, ancestor worship, respect for elderly.
Yeah.
To become successful.
To become successful, okay? And yes, these are all attributes. We all want that. But Chinese, they look at that very seriously, okay? Sorry?
She also mentioned that they have long-term view, right? This was about what you were saying earlier about the students, they see long term their life.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So again, Chinese, some of those culture or cultural characteristics that she mentioned in her video does exhibit itself in other cultures. In African culture, I can see that some of those, you have to respect elders, you have to, and everything else. And that of face is a very important one for them.
It was before.
Sorry?
I say it was before. Before in Africa, the culture was, no?
Oh,
Everyone respects.
It's still there.
I think
Depend
no.
the country.
Okay, whether it's before or not, but I know it's a culture there. Whether they are wiping it off now, I don't know. Okay, go for it quickly. The last one now.
No, it's just because the difference there is between Chinese and Europe. Like they have like a spiritual figure, like they call the Confucius.
Confucius, yeah.
We don't have, we don't have that. I mean, then it's like a guideline of.
Confucius is the bedrock of what all these three characteristics she mentioned from their culture. That is the bedrock of Chinese culture. It's a religious thing. It's their bedrock. It's something that they respect a lot. So those three main characteristics, as you said correctly, is from Confucius. And she kind of aligned that, compare that with what's happening in the Western world. Religion is all watered down. A lot of people don't even talk about religion anymore, okay? It's like it's not a big deal anymore. But in China, that Confucius is like their own Bible or something. She kind of compared it like that, didn't she? And they take it serious, yeah. Okay. All right, thank you. I'm going to stop there. All right. So if anybody, I'll talk to you guys who comment on this, but it looks a bit dull and dry. All right, let's go back to PowerPoint slide quickly, because we need to explore the assignment brief. All right, so this is where we should be now. Changing cultural issues in organizations. Again, we're still exploring other cultural factors or cultural phenomena or cultural environments, okay? So here is telling us that there are historic paths that sometimes culture might follow, historical paths, okay? And this historical path might be something like to focus on some shocking cultural expatriates. That if you are an expatriate, a foreign person that goes to China or go to any other African country or go to maybe UK, and you see the way people behave, you get a bit shocked. I'll tell you something. When people go to travel from, let's say, maybe Africa or maybe I'm choosing my word carefully here. You know, religious, okay? There's so many things I want to quantify that I'm not going. Religious country, then if that person come here and see the kind of dressing, especially during the summertime, they're gonna be shocked. Wow, what's this? People are almost stark naked. Yeah. Get this out. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or they go to the beach and see what happens in the beach. Oh my God, it's like an abomination happening there. That's the expatriate shock. Of course, yes, because it's not the way they do things in their own country. So again, cultural differences does, emulate some shock in other cultures, depending on what it is, okay? Can you think of any other cultures that you might go to, they say, oh my God, what are they still doing this or something?
Maybe Maybe in the.
Let's be politically correctness here. I don't want any derogative talk. Okay.
I was gonna say maybe that. Let's say someone from. No, which one's the dictatorship? North Korea or South Korea?
North Korea is
Dictator.
yeah.
Talking about South, the good one.
South is the good one. Well,
Yeah.
if you want to know, if you know what I mean by good.
Yeah, I know.
And then the rocket man, according to Donald Trump, he called him the rocket man or the rocket boy, or what did he call him? My God. Okay, so that is in North Korea. What did you want to say quickly?
Basically, no people in North Korea. Let's say, can you imagine them going to somewhere like in the Caribbean, like where they have the carnivals and stuff?
Okay.
That might be a cultural shock to them.
It might be a shock, definitely.
Yeah.
There might be, yeah.
Because that
the whining of the West and everything else, yes, it'll be a shock.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's the same people like shaking their bums and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Barely having the clothes on.
Yeah.
What do you think? What's going on there?
Okay, so other cultural issue might be, for example, companies then have to try and emulate this and work together. See, they're sitting and work in this place. And then to identify some of the cultural differences that will enhance their effectiveness for their company. Businesses have to do that. So what am I babbling about? I'm just saying, when a company goes to another country, they need to think about the cultural differences there and find out which cultural differences would have them to become more effective in their day-to-day activity. Because they're not gonna, these companies cannot import or maybe import Western culture into that other culture if it's not tolerant, if it's not tolerated. They need to kind of blend it and work with them. Give you an example, food restaurants, McDonald's. Okay? McDonald's, sorry, excuse me.
No, I say in the same time with you, McDonald's, because McDonald's is doing different, and depend what country is working, is change the ingredients in your food, you know?
All right then. Okay, thank you. So you had him. Yeah? Okay, so that's right, yeah.
In Philippines, McDonald's, they do sell like chicken and rice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also in Caribbean as well, they have to produce spicy food. Yeah, to match the kind of food tests in that country. They cannot go to India and do burger, beef burger.
McDonald's sell too much in India.
Oh yeah, beef burger because they
cannot do beef burger in India.
They can't.
It's impossible. Their business will close down immediately. You know why? Neither would they go and sell LTV? You know what that means? LTV sandwiches.
LTV?
LTV?
What's me?
It is like a pork. What is it called? Sandwich. This type of sandwich that has pork in it. What is it called?
Lettuce, bacon.
Yeah, bacon.
BLT.
Yeah. Bacon. BLT or LT, sorry, BLT. I think I said the other way around. Okay.
Yeah, so why you say in the India the business is closed down? Why? For the kosher?
Because they don't eat cow.
They don't eat beef.
Cow. They make cows sacred animal. It's part of their religion.
That's it. Simple answer. Cow is a sacred being for India.
It's a god. Cow is a god.
Thank you.
Because in the hotel, when I see the kosher is there, I see they put the fuel in the top, in the plate, the organization, don't clean for VIP, important people.
I don't understand what you're saying.
In the hotel, like in London, Hilton, some place, in the kitchen, when the kosher is there, and they organize for the VIP people, very important person.
Only for?
Yeah. So what's your point?
No, say for the kosher, when in the hotel, when I see kosher is there, like if people they're coming, they call them is it for kosher today, and they is very clean, and they put the where the great feet there to be clean, very, very clean, to control everything. But they're very important people. And in the Tesco again, the place where the kosher is expensive.
Yes. Okay. All right. Yeah. It's all part of. Is it part of the cultural thing? Is that what we're discussing? I hear you.
Kind of customize it.
Yes.
The way they prepare it.
Yes. Yes. I understand.
Just one question, Rose. Who prepares the food?
Which food? I don't work in the restaurant. I don't know.
No. In a hotel. You've been in a hotel. Yeah. Someone prepared the meat for VIP. Is India people? Was it India people?
I don't know. I've got nothing to do with that. I don't know.
If it's for India people, is the chief for India? He control the food.
Yes. Okay. Can I move on, guys? Please excuse me because I have to deliver this assignment today. Okay. So sorry. I don't know about chefs or cuisine or all those things. That's not my specialty. I don't know. Maybe somebody is a chef. Is a chef here to tell us. I don't know.
Yes, let us know.
Oh, I'm not a chef. That's not my department.
You have to let us know we are lying from you.
All right, so you need to do research and let me know. Over to you now. Okay, that's your homework, guys. That's your homework now.
Double homework.
Okay, you're gonna get more homework now. Okay. All right, let's move on. I need to do this quickly, guys. So we've arrived on Hofstede theory. Okay, guys, I need full attention now. Yes. Okay, the Hofstede theory, first of all, let's explore who he is, and I'll read that first page. It says Hofstede, his full name is Geert, Geert, Geert Hofstede. All right. So he based his theory on the study that he conducted on the IBM studies in Asia. And this guy, 1967 to 1973, that's when he did the studies. And also, he also did a bit of more studies in 1980s. But within his studies, he identified 5, actually it was 6, but you guys here for level 4, you're gonna be learning 5 values, 5 dimension, cultural dimension, 5 cultural varieties, 5 cultural differences. Do you understand? I'm using different synonyms to make you understand. All right, so when you hear a dimension, we're talking about differences, varieties, okay? So what are the 5 cultural differences? So the aim of his study is to find out these 5 cultural differences. Number 1, power distance. Number 2, but it's not in any chronological order. We're gonna explain that. The second cultural difference from his study that he carried out is individualism versus collectivism. Uncertainty avoidance. That uncertainty avoidance, Valerie mentioned that in Chinese one. I'm going to give you an example. The next one is masculinity and feminism. All right, long-term versus short-term orientation. Let's explore power distance. What exactly is Hofstede talking about power distance? For him, power distance, this is for societies that believe that power is inherently, unequal. There has to be somebody who has to be in charge to rule the society. All right, so power can never be equal. Some society embrace that inequality in power, in authority, okay? For example, when you have the kings in a particular country, they embrace that. That is, you're giving power to that king. Okay, that's your cultural thing. Or maybe you have like what we have here, the queen, the royal family, the monarchy. Yes, we've given them that authority power. Okay, that's a culture. You know that the monarchy is a culture in UK. It's a cultural difference. Or maybe in In Africa, they might.
Spain?
Sorry?
Spain?
Oh, in Spain, yeah, Tammy?
Yeah.
All right, so they have, this is any country that tolerates the power has to be given to a specific person to rule the society. That means they have very high power tolerance. They accept that. So the power distance is high because they accepted it, okay? But the only thing is that in some society, that power distance might turn to become authoritarian or autocratic if the power is not being managed properly, all right? And this is the problem where you have, like in China, with their political ideology, which they have not really come out from, communism, that gives them the high power tolerance because of their political ideology. Think about the rocket guy in North Korea, the autocratic leadership there. Again, that is for society. When a society, or a group of society, a group of people in a society accept power inequality, that means they have high power distance. They accepted it. Okay?
What's autocratic?
Autocratic means authoritarian, iron hand ruling. Okay? When your decision making is almost one from the top, and nobody else can overrule that decision making.
Okay.
Okay? Right. So let's bring this into organizations, businesses. Businesses also have power distance. Okay? By the way, I haven't finished. We can now look at the low power distance. Low power distance is when people just say, that's democratic society. Okay? Low power distance. Is it making sense? At all?
When people can participate more.
Yeah, when people can participate.
It's not just one guy.
Yeah, not just a group of people. Yeah. So we're looking at power distance, okay? So here it says, what countries would there be a high respect or tolerance for power? Which countries tolerate power?
America.
Yeah, power in the sense that let people, some people rule who don't mind, or let group of people rule who don't mind. All right, we're not talking about democraticness. Democraticness of power is to do with is the lower low. It's low. It's to do because people are engaged in decision making. People are engaged in voting and putting the rulers in power. Does that make sense? So that is a low power distance. But the high power distance, naturally, culturally, traditionally, they accept that. That is their way of life. Maybe their religion embedded in that, like Confucius, or maybe Islamic religion has embedded in that for them to accept that type of power for a particular group of rulers to be dominant. That's high power distance.
So would you say that, like, say, for example, the North Korea is like power distance?
High power distance.
High power.
Absolutely.
Because like one person makes decision, nobody can overrule.
Because the people tolerate that. People accept that. That is the mindset of the people. They accepted that. They are not against that.
But they're rebels.
Sorry?
They are forced to accept it.
They are forced to accept.
Now you're talking. Now you're talking. Something has to force them to accept. Okay? Whether it's their tradition, whether it's their religion, whatever it is, I don't know. I'm not here to speculate that. But I just want you to understand some countries or societies tolerate or respect power. Okay? They believe that somebody has to be in charge to rule. And that's what we mean high tolerance. The low tolerance is exactly what you mean, what you said, is the democraticness where people participate in decision making. Okay? All right, so UK is a low tolerance. America is low tolerance because of democraticness yeah, okay? That's what I'm saying. But America is putting an inch into becoming autocratic society. If Donald Trump goes into power.
Again.
What about Cuba?
I'm just telling you this now.
If. Oh. But then he cannot go back again. Huh?
Oh, well, I don't know. Okay, so, okay. All of the Anglo-Saxon countries, do you see what Australia, Canada, New Zealand, United States, United Kingdom are all small power distance lower. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Question?
No.
All right. All right. So they don't accept inequality of power. They believe that power has to be distributed. All right. That power cannot be concentrated in one little man's hand. Okay. Who will be there, exploiting the society, just like what's happening in Russia. Okay. Whether the society of Russia believe in high power distance, maybe they were forced to do so because of the autocraticness of Putin.
Even with the Queen here?
With the Queen. But the Queen is a little bit settled. The Queen hasn't got, let her do something, the country will revolt. Let me give you an example. When Diana, the Princess of Wales died, okay, when she passed away, this country wanted to pull down the monarchy. It's the truth. Because we're all asking, everybody was so sad that this lady died, and there's nowhere to see the Queen. They said, where is our Queen to mourn with us? She has to come out. She has to come out by force and show her face. Yes. So democracy, the people can revolt. But in autocratic countries, you cannot do that. You cannot. You do that, they'll bring the military against you, isn't it? Okay? So that's what we're saying. Anyway, are there any questions? Moving on to uncertainty avoidance. That's another aspect of what's his name? Hofstede's cultural dimension, uncertainty avoidance. Uncertainty avoidance is to do with, relate to how well a society accepts uncertainty. Uncertainty means ambiguousness, risk. Some countries are very good in embracing risk. Okay, uncertainty. For example, the lady in the video mentioned that Chinese, they take their time to make any to form any business agreement. They take their time. Okay, so what does that mean? Because they don't want to rush into the business deal. They have to understand what are the relative ambiguity or risks. They have to explore them. All right, so remember, this is theory. Theories are always abstract. Sorry, are there anything?
No, we're following.
All right.
We're checking, we're following.
Okay. All right. So in terms of uncertainty, you need to understand the meaning of uncertainty then to be able to understand the concept. Uncertainty is something that you are not unsure of, you're unsure. So if you're not sure of a situation, how much do you rush going into that situation? If you rush so quickly to go into that situation, like a business deal, okay, then you're taking a risk, isn't it? Because you haven't studied it very well. But some society are risk bearers. Okay, so they have very high uncertainty avoidance. Low uncertainty avoidance. They like to embrace uncertainty quickly. Whereas some countries are very slow in embracing. Americans are quick like that. As soon as they see money come in, as soon as it's to do a very good business, a deal, they close the deal quickly. They close the deal quickly because they believe that even if it's risk, they can, you learn from experience, you start all over again. There's no point wasting time to review and review and review to close the deal. So what we're saying here, so if a society is willing to take a risk or accept a new types of job, sometimes people don't accept new type of job because they are very unsure if they leave their old job, they might flop, isn't it? They might flop, and they might expose their inequality, unattainable ability. You see what I mean?
Basically.
Yeah. People don't like to embrace change. Why? Because it's unknown area, isn't it? That's uncertainty avoidance. But some people like to embrace, that they're excited about it. That's what we're learning here. Theories are always very abstract. It's not a concrete thing. But we need to make it concrete by using an example to make it more objective. Okay. So here, be more open to change. If you're more open to change, that means you embrace risk. Okay? All right? And these, those that do not have a low uncertainty avoidance are like UK. UK is a typical example of that. They have low uncertainty avoidance. Why do you think they have low uncertainty avoidance?
What do you mean by low uncertainty avoidance?
I've just explained it, and now you're asking me what do I mean? What do you understand by what I said? Anything high and low. Yes.
Can I just say about no. So like those people that low uncertainty, I mean those culture that have low uncertainty avoidance, they be more excited to welcome new
Thank you. They are low. They're not thinking deeply about it. They're not worrying about the risk that they're gonna dive into. They don't care. All right? Yes. So they have low uncertainty. They can embrace risk. It doesn't matter to them. But when you have high uncertainty avoidance, you're taking your time, you're watching yourself, you're reviewing everything, you're thinking about, this might cause me a problem. Oh, this change is not very good for me. I don't like it. We individuals have that. Sometimes we are reluctant in relationship as well. That's uncertainty avoidance. Sometimes you see a very handsome guy coming to you, or a very pretty girl coming to you. Do you just rush? Sometimes it depends on the individual. If I can use this is the first time I'm using that as an example to teach. Because I just want you guys to understand it. Now that I'm seeing you in the classroom. All right, so when you're reluctant to rush into a relationship, especially marriage, you have a high uncertainty avoidance because you're trying to understand that guy or that woman very well, isn't it? You don't want to depend on your past.
It happened to me.
Okay then, sir. Okay. You don't want to rush into a relationship.
A lady rushed to me, but her popo, she wants something because she see money in my hand, not one married. And after, go ahead, sorry.
All right, so good. I like that example. So that will make other people to understand what I'm saying. All right, so now look at the culture. Bring it into culture. Some cultures are like that. They take their time to review things and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so am I okay with this? Uncertainty avoidance and high and low. Low is when you are very quick to do something. You embrace that thing. You want it. You don't mind. All right, depending on whatever it is. All right, so let's look at individualism versus collectivism. Some societies are purely individualistic, especially in the free market. In America, everything is individualistic. In UK, it's individualistic. Open your own business. Whereas in some socialist country or communist countries, it's more collectivism, okay? Teamwork. And this individualism is about people looking after themselves, achieving, trying to be ambitious, trying to be to make more money, trying to be successful, trying to please their wives or their husband. That's individualism. It shows a sign of masculinity. It connects to that masculinity as well. Yes.
So, like, say a country with like high percentage of graduates, so would you say they are individualism, collectivism?
Say that again.
Like a country with a high percentage of university graduates, for example. So is that a country with like a lot of individualism?
It's individualism. It's individualism.
So yes.
Individualism.
Okay, so
it's individualism. Yeah. But a country that wants to set up their own type of communal business and bring people into it, like in the communist country, whereby they set up Deskayasli. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Who is it? Yeah, man. Some people understand. Nursery, childcare, environment. Okay. I just spoke Bulgarian language. All right. All right. So what I'm saying here is that sometimes if countries, if a particular political ideology decided to run state-controlled childcare, okay, that's collectivism, isn't it? Because it's not like individual where you have a single childminder looking after your child. You go to that specific. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Yes. Yeah. Can the people you practice it in your country? Do you understand what I'm saying? All right. So if a society like in Bulgaria in those days, I don't know about now. All right. They have very beautiful, good childcare, policies. All right. I didn't have any children. Well, I never had children. And individuals, parents, families will benefit from that collective way of putting their children in that state-controlled childcare facility. Compared to individuals that have opened their own businesses, like in UK, childminder, isn't it? I had a very horrible experience with childminder with my child. Okay, I come back from work one day. My son's bottom was all red. I said, "What's that? Have you been smacking him or what?" And I pulled him out. Since then, I pulled him out straight away. And children they cannot talk. He's not at that age to talk. If something terrible happened to his son, whatever it is. All right. So if it is government control, then you see what I mean? I don't think that will happen because they will vet those people that are working there. All right. And so that's what I'm saying. So collectivism, this is in Asia, you could see collectivism. In Africa, you could see a communal way of doing things in the village. You see what I mean? Okay. But in America, in UK, it's all individualism because of capitalist nature of capitalism. Okay, masculinity, I kind of touched on it, feminism. I'm going to talk about masculinity. Masculinity is about a society that is highly competitive. They act like a man. Okay, they always want to achieve. They want to be successful. That society is always like that. Always, they do a lot of trade.
But like you say, masculine is like they just want like male to be more successful. Is that what it is?
Male dominant, yeah.
It's patriarchal, no?
Sorry?
Patriarchal.
Patriarchy, yeah, I know what you mean.
Patriarchal.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Patriarchal.
Okay, another one is, let's think about, they like to be winners. Of course, yes. Highly competitive, all right? But that doesn't mean, it's just the nature, is the mindset in that society. People from this country, they always like to be competitive. I don't know if you hear things like that, okay? And then what about feminism? Feminists are countries that always allow the men do the other way around and the women behave like the male. Okay, for example, in Scandinavian countries, in Norway or somewhere, I think the women go to work and the men stay at home and look after the children. That's a fact. And that's their culture.
What culture is that?
In Jamaica.
In a Scandinavian country, I think it's Sweden or one of those.
Denmark, Norway.
Yeah.
But yes. the men look after the children and the women go to work.
Of course, yes.
Why can't it be both or the other way around?
That's their culture. That's what we're learning here.
Wow, I don't do that.
But they don't see it as a bad thing. It's acceptable.
It's what it is, isn't it?
It is what it is. But in Africa, it's gonna be.
Maybe that's the old ways.
Yeah.
Maybe that's ways.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe these are old ways.
But it's still happening. This is not just something I'm making up. Research on it. Yes, you said something.
Rose.
Yes.
I think in Jamaica it's the same. You know, they follow the lion rules. The lady work and the men doesn't do nothing.
Maybe they just lazy. That's why.
Oh, please stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Stop. Tell their wife to go work.
That is just whoever, you know. But in some society, it's always like male dominant. Okay, whereby even if the man hasn't got the right means to go and make more money, the woman will be the one to stay at home, and the whole family will be struggling.
Yeah.
But in this type of society, the woman is more like upper hand to bring more money on the table for the food. It's allowed. Look after, stay at home and look after the children. It's okay. I don't see a problem about it at all. And make sure you prepare the dinner as well.
And the woman.
This is me talking now. I'm just spinning it up a little bit. They might do. Some men nowadays, here you go, we have so many chefs, male chefs. They cook. Are you a chef?
No.
Okay. Do we have any chef in this platform? Chef? Any chef?
I'm chef.
Oh, you're a chef. Okay, but yeah. I want a male chef. Nowadays, it's a trend. Yes, it's a trend. Men are becoming so much of, they cook better than women, so they say. I don't know. Anyway, I'm moving. Long term versus short term. I'm almost rounding up, okay? Long term versus short term according to Hofstede theory in terms of cultural dimension. So yeah, this links with how quickly you close it. How long does it take you to close a deal? Some Americans will just say, yeah, deal, boom. Okay,
Why?
Why?
Even if it's not good deal.
Because of their uncertainty avoidance, okay, is very low. The risk, they don't care about risk.
They just do it. I mean,
they just do it. Yeah. Okay. They shake hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's big business in America.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go. So different time orientation in Asia, people take long time to review. Because they want to save their face, isn't it? Especially in China. They have to save their face from the video we watch, isn't it? So you cannot just rush a deal and then go and get disappointment, and then your business will flop. You're going to be embarrassed, humiliated in the society, isn't it? What kind of man are you? You don't even think. These people, whatever, etc., etc. But U.S. culture is quick buck. Boom. Okay? Quick buck. They shake hand, deal, done. Because the uncertainty avoidance length is very low, short. Does that make sense? Again, you meet a guy today. How long does it take you? Are you long term or are you short term?
So they say, when Asian people takes time, so yes. Is that like, are they the long term one?
Long term.
And then the US is the short
term. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So again, if we want to bring it to relationship, if that will make you happy, that's the same thing. Think about your first date. How long did it take you? Is it short or is it long? I close that case there. Okay. All right. Okay, any questions, guys?
Sorry, Rose.
Yes.
I missed something. My computer goes off, so I just come back. I don't know if it...
You want me to repeat to everything I've said?
Not really, but I just let you know.
Okay, that's fine. If you have any question, ask me because I need to deliver the assignment today.
All right, no.
I need to put that through now. Okay?
Some people sign.
Implication of cultural diversity. So again, what are the implications? The fact that some cultures, some managing employees is not a very easy thing in different cultures. So you have to use policies and practices to do so. And our culture has an impact in operational in anything business do, all the way from operation, day-to-day operation, practices, culture has an impact on that. HR policy as well, culture has an impact on that, okay? I'm not going to dive into that HR, so I'm hesitating to do that. Okay. Are you guys HR? You're international business, are you?
No, business marketing.
Oh, marketing.
Business and marketing.
Okay, all right. Okay. So this is summary of what we've done, all the way from what national culture is. We've talked about conventions. We looked at what different culture values means, and obviously we use the theory to kind of analytical to analyze this. All right, so it doesn't matter whether you have to understand all of these cultural different dimensions of Hofstede, but let me be honest to you, it's going to haunt you in level 5. It's going to come, and you're going to be doing a presentation on that. Just want to let you know.
What, next year?
Yes. Okay.
We're 4 now, right? Are we on 4?
Yeah, you're level 4.
Then next year.
Yeah. Okay. So because you're going to be doing making an application to social cultural using Hofstede. Okay. So read around it, familiarize yourself with it a bit, so that it will not make just go in there, go out there. Okay. And these are other things that the model leader put for you to go extra miles. Please always look into that. And the onions thing that I got for you from Hofstede, I got it from here too. I went to that link. You know the explanation I gave. That's where I went and got it.
The onion.
The onion, yeah. I got it from there as well. All right. So but I know my research. You might not find it, but I know my research. But I wish you good luck to find it. These are the references as well for today's class. And I'm going to go, it's not the end yet. Let's go back to do the assignment now. Okay, quickly. Sorry guys, I have to be like this. We need to sort this assignment out. Yeah, I've got it. So I'm going to share the assignment now, the assignment brief. Please pay attention. But don't worry, from now onwards, we will be talking about this assignment, okay? But this is just an introduction to it. The key thing I want to introduce you to this assignment is the nature of it, okay? The types of businesses that you're asked to select, okay? That you need to start tonight, researching and pick one. Time is not on your side. Week 8, it's around the corner. Week 7 will be the practice, kind of practice one. Okay, this is week 3. So you haven't got time. All right? So, okay. So the consultancy briefing, that is your assignment 1. PowerPoint presentation, individual PowerPoint presentation. The title of the presentation is already given to you. Boom, type that in. When do I have you guys next? Friday, I'll dish out the, and by the way,
10 a.m.
No, hold on. Let me go to VLA, because yesterday I queried the model leader in our meeting. I said, how come he kind of closed it, he gave it from you guys. So he kind of stumbled on that question. All right, so all right, so I'm going back to the VLE to pinpoint certain things for you. Sorry. I'm sorry. Don't worry. So so go to be able to find out the assignment, everyone, go to assessment and guidance, okay? This is the assignment, okay? The deadline is there already. You see that? All right, this is the assignment, trimester 2, Ben 010 practical. Download that, print it out or save it somewhere, and then write this deadline there. The deadline is not on the assignment. It's only in the VLA. You need to write it down. You need to write it somewhere, put it in your mobile phone, somewhere where it will be a reminder for you. Because I'm not going to be reminding you that.
Which one? 10?
The deadline is Saturday. It's starting from Saturday, the 5th of March, because it's a presentation, different groups, isn't it? week 8, Saturday, 5th of March, 2020 to Friday, 11th of March, 2022.
So if I put it in my calendar, how would I put it?
I don't know, I can't teach you that.
Week 8, what?
What kind of question is that? How do you put it on your calendar?
No, I got a calendar on my iPhone.
I don't know how you're going to put it. I can't teach everything. I have to teach how to cook. I have to teach.
What I'm trying to say is that
you just asked me how are you going to do that.
No, basically. One, huh? Yeah, no, what I can't. But what I'm trying to say is what you know exactly what day?
I cannot tell you what date you would put people in groups. Then you know what date you have. But this is the window of from week 8. That's the window. Week 8 from that date in 5th of March. Okay, 5th of March to 11th of March. Specific date I have not given you. They understand what I mean. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not being rude. It's just that the way you ask me how do you put it out.
I think that's what you meant. I want the exact date so that we can put it in.
That's the
yeah. Okay. At the moment, I haven't got that.
Okay.
But this is the window for this whole presentation.
Okay.
From that week 8.
So week 8.
Okay, the 5th of week 8, which is
what's the start of the week?
Here you go. Week 8. What is that? March. Yeah.
March.
All right. So this is March 5th, Saturday. I mean, just a week interval. Just a week interval. Yeah, 5th. And then, you see what I mean? Yeah. So you have to start positioning yourself. What days do you normally have class with me? So that will be Tuesday the 8th. Or Friday the 11th. That's it. Any of those 2 dates might be your presentation date, but I cannot tell you which one yet.
Closer to the time, we can let us know.
I beg your pardon?
Closer to the time, would you be able to let us know?
Of course, yes.
Okay.
Of course, yes.
Okay.
By next week, I might be able to do so, definitely.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So again, what do I want to show you here? Please just ignore the second assignment, but you can download it. The deadline is there already. It's good for you to do a mental note on the deadline for the final assignment. You can see there's not much time.
Is this for the report? Or
the report.
The report, yeah?
Yeah, yes.
So
the deadline is the 12th of this 12th of Tuesday, 12th of April at 2 p.m. It's only one deadline. You have one date. Okay. Do you see? Okay. This is March. All right. You have the whole of 1 March to do that, and then you're submitting your work on the 12th.
Okay. That's more like it. More precise.
Yeah, you can put that in your diary now, that one, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so the reason why I'm here, can you guys see if you can download the practical consultancy briefing sample? Is it there? Have you got it? Please check, are you guys following what I'm doing?
Yeah.
Is it there? Can you see if it's open?
1 second, teacher.
The PowerPoint slide.
Yes, I opened.
Have you opened it?
I opened.
Okay, good. That's your template. There you go. All right. So let me show you that.
Oh. Teacher? Traduceți.
Nu știu, n-aud.
De ce plângeai? Păi de ce pizda, mă, nu vrei să spui?
Rose, can you please repeat again what I said? So the coursework is week 12. Did you say week 12?
The coursework is 12th.
Week 12.
And it's week 12. I think it's week 12. The coursework, the deadline for the coursework, are you paying attention?
Yes,
12th of April. Okay.
I think that one is in April.
Yes. Yes.
How many words is it?
2,500 words. But I don't want to talk about that. My interest is this assignment for now.
Okay.
It's the presentation, okay? All right. Okay, so guys, this is your presentation template. All right. This is the presentation template that you have to use to do your work, your presentation. The model leader is.
Can you go back it again? Let me see.
That's it there. I'm showing it now. That's nothing else I'm showing. Okay. Oh, you want me to go to where? Where do you want me to go? To the VLE?
No,
So,
after this one, the other one before this one.
I think it's the brief he's talking about.
you want to see the brief?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Easy.
Okay, so this is the brief. Is that this one you're talking about?
No, not this one. The other one.
There's no other one. There's no other one. This is the brief for our presentation that we're going to do. So,
Maybe it's deadline. You want to see deadline.
deadline is different from the other ones. You guys have to be specific of what you want. We haven't got time here, you know. Okay? All right, so deadline. If that's what you want, I'll show you the deadline. It's in the VLE, you can't miss it. Okay.
That's Belgium. That's the website. 12 of April, right?
But you know where that's not.
It would be on your left.
All right, so this is our VLE page, okay? Again, let me close this down so that you cannot, this is what you see.
Yes.
Assessment.
Assessment, yeah.
Sorry?
Say yes.
Okay, go to assessment and guidance, click on that. And then you can start, this is the assignment number 1, the presentation. It's called Trimester 2, TRI 2, then 010, practical. Download that, that's your assignment brief, okay? And then the deadline for that is the week 8, Saturday 5th of March to Friday 11th of March. Any of those dates, like Tuesdays and Fridays, it will be your dates, depending on how your alphabetical order names fall in. Okay. What else do you want me to show you here?
This is for the not report, the presentation.
Sorry?
This is the presentation, right? Yeah.
This one is presentation, yes, Kevin. You're right. Yes, this is presentation. Okay. Individual presentation. Is there anything else you want me to show you here? Because I need to move on.
And it's 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
It's okay.
All right, my dear.
So we do a personal analysis. Do we have to have, we choose one out of the personal or 2?
3.
3. And then.
That's what I'm about to explain now.
Yeah, okay.
So it's the worst thing we have. So it can make all you need to do is do your research and put in the details that you found.
How many minutes for the presentation?
5 minutes.
Okay, so if you just can you guys just bear with me, please? Let me just do my job, please, and you get all this information. If we keep going doing this banter, we're going left and right. Okay.
How many slides do we?
You please stop it now and pay attention. That's what I'm about to show. All right, please. Okay. Please have patience. That's what I'm about to show. All right? I don't like to lose my. I'm not losing my temper, but it's like.
Huh?
You should calm down. All right. So this is your presentation template. Guys, online, please. That is your template.
Yeah, we are with you.
You are not doing Zara. Okay? This is your cover page. You put whatever you want, your company's name, logo, whatever. You are not doing Zara. The model leader has created his own presentation. He chose this is really irritating. I don't have patience for that at all. I don't. Okay, so what do you do here? That's your cover page. Insert your name, all right? Sample name, sample name, put your name in this tag. Because it's presentation, I know who you are. But when it comes to the report, don't do your name. Only do student ID, okay? Here, student ID, put your ID, whichever ID you want, but the model leader chose the 1, 3 something something. I don't care whichever one. As far as it's your ID, that's what I want there. Company, what is your company name? Put it there, period. That's it. If you want to put the date, 2022. All right, that's fine. Done. Do we understand that? That's your cover page. Now, Pastel factor 1. Now, let me say something. There is no introduction. Don't fuss around, okay? No introduction, no conclusion, okay, guys? Just do what you're seeing here. Just use this template, Pastel factor 1. The only thing you change, maybe if you're not doing political factor, change it to any other factor you've chosen. So you're going to write about 3 factors, 3 Pastel factors, okay? So again, this is the Pastel factor that the model leader is saying. Just have a look at that, okay? But you cannot copy that, okay? And then did you notice he's putting citation here? All right, a citation. Did you see anything else? Pastel factor number 2, social cultural. That's what he chose. He wrote a little bit about that, but for me, it's too much. You don't have time to explain all this. But he's been he's just kind of trying to throw something into your eyes. So if you don't like social cultural, for this social cultural, you might be talking about customer shareholders. That's it. You only have 5 minutes. You only have 5 minutes. Okay.
So 2 bullet points, 2 3 bullet points.
But you need to analyze, you need to speak about them, not just bullet point and then you say employee, you walk away. No.
So elaborate on what we
Yes, Kevin. All right. Then Kevin, you asked how many? This is your third one, the third. Yeah. Ethical factor, I love ethics. Then write about it. There's no definition, no definitions. Don't waste time. All right. By the time you struggle to define it, 2 minutes is gone. Just go straight to the point. Use your dagger, pierce through the point. That's what we want to see. 5 minutes, 5 minutes, okay? You can use images, clip art. You see that? Because it's a presentation, it's visual. But make sure you put where you got those visuals from. Citation. 4 minutes. Right. I just want to show you this. And then another aspect, you finish your 3 aspects of Pastel. Another point that you have to talk about is aspect of the environment in terms of opportunity and constraint. It's in the assignment brief. I haven't shown you that. It's in opportunity and constraint.
So show the weakness.
No. What are the opportunities for your company? We're not doing SWOT here. What are the things that are favorable for your company? That's opportunity. What are the things that are constraint? That is a limitation for your company. That's what you do there. Okay? Yeah? All right. Now, a lot of students use this very well. Okay, this flow chart. All right. This is impact of technology. You see, this 2 thing here is 15 marks, 15 marks, 30 marks. Sometimes students don't get there. Their 5 minutes is gone. They lose 30 marks. Yeah. So that's why you need to be very clever. Make sure you cover your points quickly. Practice, plan, practice, 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 and use time effectively. So this impact of technology about your company, how does it impact technology impact your company? You don't need to write everything he said here. You need to just, think about your company. What is the impact? Tell us, positive or negative. What about technological strategy? What strategy are they using? Are they using robotic? Are they using digitalization? Are they using what else? Whatever will give them unique selling points, okay? Or Internet of Things, or I don't know.
Ross,
These are all, excuse me, wait for me to land, it's not right. These are all competitive advantage that will give the company advantage, okay? And these are the strategies. Yes, go for it.
About the impact, I have to choose just one, positive or negative?
Which impact?
No, I think it's not the right impact of technology, whatever.
Are you talking about the technology?
Yeah.
Okay, so for the technology, the impact, yeah, well, you can do it like that. Positive or negative, and negative. Yeah, that would be good. No problem.
Just one. I can choose just one.
You know you can speak, if you know you can speak more than one, do more than one.
Okay.
I don't want to be very prescriptive on that. Then people say that you told us to do one. I don't know how fast you talk. Yeah.
So is the impact of technology compulsory?
No, that's just sample template. You can put something else in there.
Instead of impact.
No, excuse me. Did you just ask me, is this compulsory?
Yeah.
This is 15 marks.
No, it's saying like you from the start, just does it need to be like you talk about impact of technology? I'm saying you can replace it with whatever you want to talk about.
No. You need to specify that this is impact. You need to tell us what you're doing.
That's what I'm saying, but it doesn't need to be technology, right?
It has to be technology.
It has to be.
It has to be technology. This question is about technology and strategy. You cannot change this question. The only one, hold on. The only one that you choose is the three factors, pencil factors. The rest of them are the same. You have to choose whatever is there. Let me go back. Okay, so here, you see this one? You can change it to economical, no problem. This one, you can change it to whatever you want, no problem. And the third one, you can change it to whatever you want, no problem. These are flexible. But that, you have to talk about opportunity and constraint. Boom, it has to be that for your company. And then, and that's 15, I think that's 15 marks, these two. That's 15 marks. And then the next one is, you cannot change this subheading, impact of technology and technology strategy.
But you can change the one below.
You can change the formats,
That's
yes.
You cannot edit this too.
You can change the formats.
Ross, in the technology strategy, my point can be negative.
Which one? In the technology, impact of technology.
Yeah, for example.
Yes, yeah. If technology, why should technology give them an impact? Because they have the old technology. Why is it a negative thing? Technology is always, that's what companies use to gain competitive advantage. I'm not sure what direction you're going to pitch that for negative. Be careful. The use of technology is always kind of helping. Artificial intelligence, is it not a good thing? What is the impact? It's your choice. This is your baby. You're the one building the mansion. I'm not going to prescribe for you. All right? But all we want you is to tell us, talk about impact of technology and talk about technological strategy. All right? So, and again, finally, you need to put your references. Very important. And it has to be Harvard references in alphabetical order. Okay, that's it.
This is June.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't gone through, how many slides are there? 7 slides. There is no introduction. There is no telling us about the company. Don't bother about that. I don't want to hear that. Okay? And there's no conclusion. Don't waste your time. It's only 5 minutes.
Okay.
Remember the last question, impact of technology and strategy is 30 marks. You said you need to get into that, at least get some marks.
Have you got some sort of correct
feedback?
You've got any guidance to tell us how we can achieve certain marks?
But that's what we've just done here.
No, like how to get excellent, outstanding, good.
I think he was talking about like you see like you lecturers have like how you would how you would rate someone to get between 79 to 80% or 70 to 80%.
I don't know that.
How do we know if we can get good to see?
If you address what is there.
No, like a guidance to show us.
Rose, this is the individual presentation.
Yes.
Where's the deadline?
Criteria, criteria.
Yeah, that's the criteria here. Guys, this is your
11th of March.
1 second, guys. This is the companies you're supposed to choose. It's in the brief. Okay, because we were shuffling up and down, people did not let me do my job the way I wanted it. A lot of questions are coming. That's why we like to keep this last. Because students will be jumping on it, recklessly. All right, have patience. So these are your companies. All right. You need to choose one out of this company. You cannot do any other company. Oh, I thought I could talk about Sainsbury. That's 0. Very easy to mark. If you go outside any of this company, I don't wish you that, but that's a very easy one to mark. So you need to choose one.
Search every single one and see what's the next.
Yes, thank you. You need to research. Yeah.
Between these 5, whatever we choose on our presentation, it's the one we're going to be using for our main report.
No.
Not really.
No. They're different, unfortunately. I have worked hard. I have really fought hard for that, but my hands are tied behind my back.
It would just make sense because if we already
argued that case.
Apply it to the main assignment.
I have argued that case. Unfortunately.
Rose.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
I say you can make your research out of the university. I mean, out of the book of the university, or you can bring anything from.
Okay, in terms of your research, I'll take you to. I'll teach you. I told you. I promise you, it's not my job.
Yeah.
You're supposed to learn that in APS, but sometime soon, by next week, if you people allow me.
Yeah.
I want to teach you people how to go to the digital library, very easy, and then we can recite 1 or 2 things, you'll see it.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, and also you have to use your book.
Yeah.
For some of the key terms.
Okay, no problem.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your patience. Okay.
Thank you too.
Okay, start researching, start hands on deck, start working hard. All right. Kevin, let me land. All right. Let me land the plane. Yeah. You always strangled me. Calm down. Bye-bye. Thank you for